I am really honored and pleased to be a part of this program of reading anonymous essays that have been submitted for the If House project of Caitlin and Grace. This is one of many If House projects throughout the year that really help all of us on this campus get a better grasp of what it means to be a person of faith in the academy. How do we blend our own personal faith traditions with those of other people and integrate that into the classroom so that we don't park our heart at the classroom door, and neither do we park our brain at the threshold of the chapel, but rather we seek to blend them in respectful and responsible conversations. So this is but one of many readings that illustrate the project that Grace and Caitlin have been working on all this year. A reading from someone, and we don't know whom. This is my voice as a Christian, reading this statement from someone on this campus, a student who is not a Christian. To be constantly reminded that you're different is both empowering and demanding. On the one hand, you represent a religious tradition of millions of people that people elsewhere might never hear about otherwise. Being able to present this religion as an image of your faith that represents it without all of the social baggage brought in by the less versed social theory, politics, and theology. On the other hand, you're more conscious of what you're not doing right, of your skipping out on obligatory prayers every day, of your drinking, of your relationships, and of your behavior. To belong to a religion that isn't the majority religion is to represent it for better and for worse. Despite this, I am not stressed for failing to live up to its morality. My God is not a God of guilt. Honest self-reflection and belief in the standard God has given to me is all I can work with. To expect perfection of a human is ridiculous. Breathe not the sins of others so long as thou art thyself a sinner, my prophet said. Done. I try my best. My faith encourages me to be critical of myself, but only to a degree that is mentally healthy. Asceticism and self-harm, even emotionally, is sinful, while striving to see only the best in others. I fail at that, but it's what I aim for. Sin is a recognition of my humanity, not a problem. It's to live biologically and not spiritually. To sin is to admit that we sometimes can't conquer our emotions and our urges, even if it's because we don't believe they should be conquered. Living up to my faith is never something that has caused me any great distress. Ohio Wesleyan challenges my faith simply because so many people believe that religion is anything we want it to be. The source of all homophobia, racism, and socioeconomic inequality? Boom! Done! Let's attack religion and thereby solve all the world's problems. But religion also becomes a puritanical system of laws, and God forbid we can't have as much sex as we want when we want it. I should be free to enjoy my own body. So let's get rid of religion, or at least change it. Religion is not synonymous with Christianity. Any opinions you hold of religion in the United States tend to be opinions of Christianity. But to judge my faith by your standards ignorance is to presume that you have some heightened knowledge you simply don't have. I believe God has ordained a strict standard of marriage. But this same God has mandated through our recognized leadership that civil marriages between consenting individuals are a matter of individual consent. This does not make me homophobic. To believe in X does not logically necessitate a religion of X, or even any other letter of the alphabet. I can believe straight marriages are the only ones ordained by God without believing homosexual unions are sinful. But to a population only versed in Christianity, that tends to seem illogical. My God mandates me to root out prejudice and to abolish it. My God has mandated absolute equality between genders, between races, between ethnicities. We hate nation with a capital N, believing rather in international unity. Arbitrary social divisions are unnecessary, my God says. Without a complicated liberal reading into the text that all people are people, simply without qualification. But because you tend to only know Christianity, you must presume I'm wrong, or that the organized aspect of my faith must at least do some harm to someone somewhere. I love and I live my Baha'i faith at Ohio Wesleyan University. I only wish that others would recognize the possibility that a God through prophet religion was actually a good thing.